the stratosphere in Earth.
Okay.
And he jumped out. And Red Bull recorded the whole thing. So it was a huge event.
Right.
Like, people live watched it. Him entering like
skydiving.
Yeah, but like from the top of the stratosphere.
Look, you can fuck up your ears like that.
I mean, no, he was in a spacesuit. He was in a spacesuit.
He's landed in the ocean.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So is the gravity different where he jumped from?
Yeah, there's no gravity.
There's no gravity.
How did he fall?
You can almost catch on fire, and if you didn't have a suit on, he'd break his
neck.
neck.
Weighted, like he put him in the right spectrum. He jumps off, he has enough weight to pull him back.
And so what we're saying is Red Bull did the whole thing. They partnered with like NASA scientists, calculated the perfect trajectory, had him jump out, built him the suit, like everything. That was all funded by these guys. They have too much money, bro. They have so much money to spend. They could easily give you a $5 million signing deal.
Wow. Cool. Yeah, I know. I've seen like Red Bull Studio. I've seen like a bunch of videos in like Red Bull Studios. Like
I think
in
like
London or something. And like
I used to be. That was my publishing. That was my publishing company. They signed Red Bull from me.
Red Bull.
Yeah. Red Bull Records.
So they're related. They're related to Capital.
No, what happened was I had the actual writer's deal was through Capitol Records after I left Pulse, and Red Bull was doing my publishing, so they were collecting on all the money that I would get placed for and putting me in sessions.
Oh, cool.
And I was working with Capitol artists at the time, so there were multiple Capitol artists that I was writing for in sessions. So I go to their main studio and then go to studios, like sub studios around the way. But Buffy was also the publisher at Pulse. You know Pulse Music Group?
I remember you talking about it, but I'm sure I know. I'm bad with
I mean, what
company names.
Probably when they get plugged in over there, they give producers a lot of money.
Wow.
And they get them in big sections. So I'll shoot your name over and just give them beat clothing and just get it #1 boutique publishing company around.
Okay.
Just do that there. Just break some shit. I like helping people out. I can leave to the door and knock on the door for you, but
for sure.
People gotta walk too.
Yeah, you can only take people so far.
Yeah. And it's just, just because you're fucking cool and different, and like you're producing styles, dope. It's different, And that's what the world needs.
Yeah.
And you're a good friend, bro, and you're nice as fuck. I fuck with you guys. So this is the lady who got me into the music industry and kept me in there.
Wow. So. Okay.
I haven't talked to her in a long time, but it's like, what's up? You want to write the record?
Let's go. Let's do it.
Yeah, feel free to. Yeah, there's outlets everywhere. There's whatever. There's like seltzers in the fridge, water, whatever.
Water. Great, dude.
Yeah.
So I'm all stoked on this.
Yeah, these are really good.
Oh, she's gonna love you, Viva.
Red Bull Records, huh?
She's gonna love you.
Red Bull would be the perfect company to put out the first Indian artist. Like that makes that just makes you X everybody else up. Def Jam, Island, all that shit. They're in their own
because like most like labels are under like a big, like a lot of people are under Universal.
Yeah, but that's because most labels are forming branches to house certain genres or types of artists or target market investors. But everything usually goes through Universal Music Group anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's Universal is pretty much universal. Like it's so funny how they capitalize on everything and such because like it's literally everything. Everyone has to go through Universal for the most part. It's like one of the biggest houses. Even if you're on Rodstrom or this or that, your push, you're most likely
Public Island. These are names that I'm
exactly
back to me now.
And they're like the biggest labels you can be signed to for the most part. Either way, one way or another, you're gonna have to go through these guys.